Please select a desk.
Gabriel, my love, how nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Granny likes soft lighting. Gabriel grew up in this room. Just being here make him feel safe. Grandmother Knight has always been most particular about the arrangement of the house. Granny might get worried if Gabriel started rambling to thin air. Granny doesn't like anyone messing with her clock, including Gabriel.
I'm going up the attic again.
Enjoy yourself, dear.
That box of knickknacks has been up there for at least 5 years. An elaborate mechanical clock, probably of German origin, is among the discarded treasures of the attic. It doesn't seem to be running at the moment. The face of the clock doesn't move. The face of... Gabriel doesn't want to take the... Gabriel can't operate the clock that way. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. The face of the clock. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. A ring of 6 symbols surround the face of the clock. A sword, a sun, an angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon. It's the minute hand. A key winds the clock's mechanism. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. The ring of symbols does not appear to have any mechanical function, but it does move. Gabriel can't operate the clock that way. Gabriel can't...
It looks pretty heavy. It looks pretty...
The trunk doesn't open.
I don't think there's anything in that trunk that would interest anybody but my gran.
The trunk contains some old clothes, including a pair of leather shorts.
Aren't those called lederhosen?
Serious hiking boots, more of Harrison Knight German book.
Just what I need.
And a bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca.
Anybody here? Guess not. It looks pretty... I don't think there's any...
Gabriel doesn't want to take the clock. Nothing happens. Gabriel doesn't want to take... Nothing happens.
Granddaddy, you old fox.
The old photograph showed Gabriel's grandfather with two other men that Gabriel has not identified. The back of the photo has the following written on it: Schloss Ritter, 1925. The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the recurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger. The only thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting and in the heavy use of quill-tip bold strokes and underlining.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
coroner requests assistance at the
Why, you nasty thing, you. I'll call the police, I will. Hey, stop picking on me. I'll tell my dad. Well, I never. Leave me alone, you. You.
That doesn't seem to work that way.
Well, I never. Leave me alone, you.
That doesn't seem to work.
Hey, cut that out. I told you to stop that. All right, mister. You want some of this?
A cop has driven his motorcycle into the park. Something Gabriel would probably never get away with. On the motorcycle is a police radio.
Stupid mime.
Anyone seen Joe?
Hey, cut that out. I told you to stop. All right, mister. You want some of this?
Gabriel picks up the headset and listens.
Ambulance 911, have you located the crime scene? They've radioed for you 3 times.
Damn! Did you say it was north of the Lake Retreat Country Club?
South. Lakeside Drive north of Piedmont Pier, south of the country club.
Man, I don't know if it's the clouds out here today or what. Good thing this guy's already dead.
Everyone's having trouble. Must have been hallucinogens in the coffee this morning.
It's just so misty out here or something. Hey, I see a squad car. Got it, Molly.
Thank God. Have a good one, 9-1.
Interesting.
Stupid mime. Hey, you! Get away from that bike.
Sorry.
Ambulance.
The crime scene team is still at the site. Gabriel parks a bit out of the way and walks over to avoid adding to the general confusion.
Hey, mostly. Huh? Knight, you wiener, I told you not to call me that. Feeling jumpy? Who, me? Don't be stupid. How'd you find me? Oh, I was just driving by. Well, for the book. But don't tell anyone I let you see this, huh? It's another one, as you can see. Same M.O. and no frickin' clues. We're still waiting on an ID for the body.
That's disgusting. Isn't this a rather, public area for this kind of thing?
Yeah, they're frickin' ghosts, these guys. Lakeshore Drive isn't exactly the 10 expressway, but it is open to the public. No reports and nothing. Now, who the hell is that? Good day, Miss Getty.
What's going on, officer?
Detective Mosley, ma'am. We've got a little problem here, but nothing for you to be concerned about, Miss Getty.
I see. Thank you, detective. And good day, gentlemen.
Whoa, I'm in love.
Forget it. That's Molly Getty. She's about as far out of your reach as the moon. Probably on her way to meet some guy with a yacht right now.
Near here?
The lake's a popular place for country clubs.
If she's out here a lot, maybe she saw something or heard something.
Man, nobody ever sees or hears nothing. I told you. Besides, you just don't go around bothering people like her.
We've about wrapped it up, sir. It's another clean sweep.
Yeah, let's get the meat wagon moving then.
Do you want to leave an officer here, sir?
Nah, just leave the tape up for a few days.
Yes, sir. If you'll excuse us, sir, we'll take him away.
Stick around and take notes for the book if you want. Watch out for the muck in the water moccasins, though. I'll be back at the station. Stop by if you want to go over the Cape.
Thanks.
There's no one here to... There seems to be a pattern to the lines in the sand, but if there is a pattern, it's smeared. There's only one small area that's clearly defined.
Let me try to get this down.
Those two objects would have no effect. Those two objects. The partial pattern from the crime scenes intrigues Gabriel. What does it mean? Out, damn the spot. Will these pristine banks ne'er be cleaned again? Police tape marks off the crime scene. Lake Pontchartrain is impressive. It measures 24 miles across and stretches as far as the eye can see. But Gabriel is on the sand and clay shore of Lake Pontchartrain, at the site where some poor bastard got to see who the voodoo murderer really are. The site is now deserted. It's very large grass. Gabriel is already magnifying the grass. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual there. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual there that would call for using tweezers. It's very large grass. It's very large. It's very large grass. There's nothing. It's extremely. It's very large. It's very large grass. There's not. There's. The lake is polluted in. There's nothing worth magnifying in that particular location. It's very large. It's very large grass. Gabriel doesn't need any grass. Gabriel is all. There's nothing worth There's no reason. There's nothing There's nothing. The lake is polluted enough already. Gabriel doesn't need Lake Pontchartrain isn't, but you wouldn't want it. That Gabriel.
Is that clay? Yuck.
Gabriel is carrying a lump of clay from the banks of Lake Pontchartrain. It's very... There doesn't seem to be... There does... Why use that on the marks in the grass? There are marks in the grass, as though some heavy wire object had been set there. Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to take the small, iridescent scale.
I think it's a snake scale, but it beats the hell out of me what kind.
Gabriel is carrying a scale he found near the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. Please select the destination icon.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Can't say that I have, but it sounds dirty.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What does this look like? A zoo? Never mind, don't answer that. No, I don't know nothing about no snakes.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
Hey, hey, hey.
Knight, I had a feeling you'd show up.
Lots of unsolved cases, perhaps. Mosley must have 1 million of them. Mosley's office looks a lot like his room at college. Mosley was one of those beefy guys in his youth. Now he's getting lumpy. The badge in his front coat pocket is set off particularly well by the gold polyester of his jacket. Mosley, the badge in... Unfortunately.
So, how's it hanging, bud?
Lousy. I hate crime scenes. People are sick fucks. You know that, Knight?
I'm starting to get that impression. Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
There's voodoo that goes on in this city, sure. I looked into it a bit at the beginning of this case. But the voodoo stuff found at the crime scenes is all fake. It doesn't have anything to do with the real stuff. I know. I asked some experts. It's intimidation tactics, that's all.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Lots. Can you be more specific?
How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the voodoo murders case. Now, the first murder occurred about 8 weeks ago. The MO was the same in each murder. Lake Pontchartrain was the 7th.
Do you know anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings. We know this from the variety of footprints found at the scene.
Footprints? Aren't those as good as fingerprints?
Can be, but we'd have to have a suspect in custody first, and the suspect would have to match one of the few distinct prints we have. Most of the footprints are smudged, trodden over, unreadable. These guys are so casual in their expertise, it's maddening. Like they know we'll never find them.
What's the coroner say?
The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and missing. We haven't located a single one of them.
Oh, lovely. Any idea what they do with them?
Don't even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks before the incision. Literally scared to death. The knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife. Probably a ritualistic dagger.
What kind of evidence have you found?
No fingerprints. A few bare footprints. Found a few fibers, but not many. The weirdest one was leopard fur.
Leopard fur? Any witnesses?
Nope. There's never been a single witness. No one's even heard a disturbance. It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see, and so nobody sees nothing.
Know anything about the victims?
The victims are all out-of-towners. We still don't know why.
Describe the crime scenes.
Now there's the corpse itself, minus the heart. Around where the body was killed, we find marks and flour and blood. There are traces of wax from candles, red and black. Ordinary wax candles, so the lab reports. Also blood and feathers of chickens. Also goat's blood. And plenty of the victim's own, of course.
Oh, nothing, never mind.
Sure, no problem.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
You and me grew up together, you tell me. It's a pretty nice place, even seeing the stuff I see. You know. The quarter's getting a bit too wild. Getting hard to control. Not quite what it was when you and me used to hang here, but... hell, I've never known anything else.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is I don't like them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
That's coming up, isn't it? We get some occasional weirdness in the quarter, but nothing much. Used to have a lot of strange things happen, though, or so I hear.
Do you have any idea what Capri sans coeur means?
Hell no. Is that French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
True enough. Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No. Ha! Is that anything like a Chuck Yeager?
I don't think there's any relation. Tell me about yourself.
For the book?
Sure, why not?
Okay, what do you want to know?
How'd you like working on the police force?
Are you kidding? You know I love being a cop. In New Orleans, it's the best place in the world to be one.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, you know, I don't like to count my chickens before they're hatched. But I don't see why I can't be the chief of police of New Orleans someday. I already know the mayor, and my record is one of the best in the department.
I'm sure it's just a matter of moments, mostly.
Yeah, you'll see.
Got any hobbies?
Yeah, making your life miserable.
I'm serious. Don't you shoot or chew or something like that?
No, I'm a freaking ballet dancer. Jeez. Yeah, I was #1 at the Louisiana State Fair Marksman Contest. I play trumpet, too. You know, put your lips together and blow.
How's your home life?
Oh, real funny, Knight. Why don't you just bring in some frickin' salt? Well, you know Andy left me. My home life is shit.
Right. Sorry about that. Just tell me anything at all.
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? We used to piss off our senior year teacher. What was her name? Ms. McKelly? You'd act like you were gonna toss her an eraser or something. Then you'd throw it to me over her head. And we used to do it at your grand's, too. Like with the remote when she wanted to watch your soaps.
Yep. And it was a great way to pick up women in the library. Oh, those were the days. Just tell me anything at all.
You know, my doctor told me I've got a little family of ulcers starting. I wish this case would end so I could get some rest for a change.
Just tell me anything at all.
My back hurts.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
It's your dime.
How about getting me some coffee?
Coffee? You want coffee?
Should that surprise you?
Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict. It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies.
So, I'm desperate.
It's your stomach. I'll get you some when we're done talking.
That long?
All right, I'll go now. Don't touch anything while I'm gone. Gabriel doesn't, Here, drink it.
Thanks.
Police Department memos and other didactic blurs.
Can I ask you about some...
You're the writer.
What's the status on the Voodoo Murders case?
It's going. Can't seem to make any progress, though. Sluggish damn case. It's weird.
I got those photographs you left for me.
Really? Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Got any more ideas for photos for the book?
A cop author photo might be nice.
You and me? Together?
Why not? Of course, you'll have to try to tone down your masculinity.
Well, okay. I'll call the police photographer. Franks, come here a minute, would you? Bring your camera.
What did you need, Detective Mosley?
We need a picture, please. And make it a good one, huh, sweetheart?
Sure, sweetheart.
Say, chintzy.
Was there anything else, Knight?
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight, make it fast.
There's no reason to do. It looks a bit heavy. It looks a bit. There's nothing in the copier to copy at the moment.
Would you just get in here? Hurry up, would you?
Okay, ready.
Thanks, hon. Let me know when you got it developed. The photos, that is.
Yeah, sure.
Can I ask you about some stuff? You're the right... Do you know anything about the patterns around the bodies?
Yeah, weird, huh? All 7 victims had those little marks around. We got all the marks on file, but we haven't figured out what, if anything, they mean.
Can I see the other 6 patterns?
Sure. People like that kind of stuff, don't they? Might make the book seem more mysterious. Go talk to Officer Franks. Tell her I said you can see the file.